Hey there, Aries. Welcome to your reading for the week of August or September 26th. We are in September now. I know that. This week I'm still collaborating with Marie Moore, so definitely check her out at the link in the description below. She does tarot and astrology every single week and month. Also, if you want to find more awesome readers, check out astrojar.com. It's my website. There's a link somewhere on here where you can click that and find other readers for your sign who are also out there, who are awesome, who are kind of like hidden in the magical world of YouTube. So that's what I've been working on. And also, if you know of other readers that you would like to see on there, please definitely let me know and I will get that taken care of. But let's see what is going on for your week this week, September the 26th. Let's see. Yeah, looks very interesting. Probably actually feeling that coming off of that retrograde as this week as well, actually feeling it. So that's nice. Also coming to some conclusions about some disappointments and things like that that maybe you experienced during that time. But it looks, I would say that's in a good way. You're seeing why those disappointments had to happen. But you start off with the Three of Clubs. Very creative card, and you might actually have to do a little bit of acting this week, I would say. I think that's why this card is coming up. It is a card of creativity. Normally, it's a card that I say represents second chances. However, for you this week, I'm getting the kind of other meaning, which is that you might have to do some sort of like acting, and this isn't like you putting on a false front or anything like that. It is you needing to be, to act in certain situations, kind of like fake it till you make it, as I say sometimes, or, you might just have to act a certain way with certain people. It's about mimicking them. I say that because you also have the Joker coming up next. Very similar message. I'm getting like the same message off of these two cards. I think that you are going to be in situations where it's going to be very important for you to kind of like act like the other person that you are going to be dealing with, especially if you're dealing with anything in negotiations, even if you're just buying a car or something like that. For some reason, like I said, the message is coming through that it's going to be really important for you this week to make sure to really build rapport and to really listen to the other side as well, and maybe even act a little bit like the other person. Again, I'm not suggesting that you're fake or you become fake or anything like that or act differently than you normally would, but definitely a little bit of mimicking of personality and things like that, even the tone of voice that you use and all of that. For some reason, like I said, it's coming up as very important for you this week. Next, you have the Four of Hearts. Great card, represents new things coming in for you, definitely some new energies. Also, I'm getting this thing about recovery. To me, fours in general, all the fours, I do sometimes look at as cards of recovery, as overcoming obstacles or even physical recovery, recovery from like illness or injury and things like that. But also just recovery from thoughts as well, having just a recovered thought. So another kind of a weird message for you this week, but I think that maybe you had a lot of stuff going on with the retrograde, and now like you're having a lot of these thoughts coming back to you, almost like a second chance, and but they're recovered in a lot of ways. They just look fixed, and so I think a lot of you are kind of like making up your minds on different things in different areas of your life. This is also a great card for love and commitments. Great for making deeper commitments if you're already in a relationship, and it's even great for just making commitments in general. Like again, we're out of this retrograde now, and it seems like it's really affected you. I think you're ready to commit to some new things, and even outside of love, maybe even new jobs and businesses and things as well with this card. Next, you have the Seven of Diamonds. Seven of Diamonds is a card of not really being too sure about your like financial situation, having some doubts there. I actually think things look really great. You have the Two of Diamonds next, which is a really great card, so I don't think this will be that much of an issue, but it is a card of needing to stay positive financially, and it can even be a card that says that you have more than enough money and you're worrying for no reason, so do not worry about those things. Next, like I said, you have the Two of Diamonds. This is you matching up perfectly with a job or a position or receiving like a large amount of money or something like that. So again, I think finances are actually going to be pretty nice this week for you, and that definitely shows up here. This is also a card that can loosely represent finding love at work. So for those of you that are looking for love, that are single, you could meet somebody new through work this week. It would be somebody new. That's how you would know that they are interested in you. They would be coming in as like a new person to work, or at least new to you, like you would just be meeting them or something like that. Next, you have the Seven of Spades. Again, I think a lot of you are just separating away from some of these beliefs that you had during the retrograde. This card is a card of separation, but it's not a card of separating from people or anything like that. Just a card of separating away from like beliefs or a situation or something like that. So I think a lot of you are doing that. And finally, you have the Nine of Spades. Again, this is a card of disappointments. It's coming up at the end here, but I really feel like you have already experienced these disappointments, or you've already had the thoughts of these disappointments. It's weird because they feel like thoughts in a lot of ways. So I don't know if you are thinking about the future and you're like planning for disappointment, or you thought that there was going to be a disappointment, but now actually there's not. So again, make sure to stay positive, because again, I feel like this is a thought, which is different than normally when I get this card. It feels very like grounded to me. So normally I say it's like an actual disappointment, something that is actually going to disappoint you. But for you, like I said, it feels more up in the air. So I feel like this is more of a thoughts about disappointment. So let those things go, because actually, like I said, your cards here say everything is going to work out and you have nothing to worry about. So looks like a really nice week, very interesting week for you. Definitely some weird messages there, but thank you for watching and enjoy your week.